Money Matters, presented by Kruse Financial Group.
It's time for Money Matters with Joe Kruse. And Joe, thank you so much for being with us. We're talking about holding title. So what are the different ways a person can hold title of assets?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different ways. The logical thing is if I'm married, you generally own your house, joint tenants with right of survivorship. And that, all that means is, think of a rubber band. If I got a rubber band, I let go either end, it's going automatically to that person. That's joint tenants with right of survivorship. But there's some other ways to do it. You can have separate property where I just own all the property myself. There's a property called tenants in common. In tenants in common, let's say you and I had a piece of real estate together, it's tenants in common. Well, something happens to me, it doesn't go to you, I can take my piece and will it to my family or to my kids or whatever. So that's called tenants in common.
The more you know. Yeah. And then what is the difference between the tenants by the entirety and the tenants in common?
Okay. That's a great question. Yeah. The tenants by entirety is only for spouses, and that's a jointly held property, and then it can only be changed if both parties agree to it and sign off on it. So it's basically just like tenants in common with right or survivorship, but that's only tenants by the entirety is spouses only.
Are there pros and cons to each?
Absolutely there is. And the biggest thing is a lot of people want to avoid probate. You can do that with joint tenants with right or survivor.